If the world hasn't stopped moving, your money shouldn't slow you down. With Bloombank Africa, you are always connected, wherever, whenever, in many ways than one. So whether you're sending funds to family, paying for goods and services, settling bills, or just making sure you've got some cash at hand, Bloombank puts speed, simplicity, and security in the palm of your hand. Transfer funds between your Wave or AfriMoney account and your Bloombank account anytime, anywhere, because your money should flow at the pace of your life. Visit your nearest Bloombank branch today to link your account. Bloombank Africa. We make it happen.
In the Gambia, we all move to different paces. Time is money, convenience is power, and now both are in your hands. No more long lines, no more late payments, no more missed chances, not anymore. Because now the Gambia has its own super app, Zap. One app, one tap, endless convenience. Send money instantly, pay your bills in seconds, shop without borders, pay your rides, order your meal, buy your ticket, deposit and withdraw money for absolutely free. No extra charges, no hidden fees, only on Zap Super App. This is not just convenience. This is confidence. This is the future in your hands. And the best part, Zap is born right here. Built for us, designed for every Gambian home, every Gambian dream. So don't wait in the past. Step into the future. Download Zap today on App Store and Play Store and enjoy endless free services. Call us today on our toll-free number 1666 or on 260-0001. Zap. All in one. All for you. Tap in. Zap in.
Jah Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jah Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jah Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jah Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jah Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jah Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jah Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
Sant Yàlla.
Looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay nag doo ci yokku dara.
Good morning and welcome to a very special edition of Coffee Time, an edition shaped by quiet beauty and solemnity of Idul-Fitr or Korite in the Gambia. I am Boubacar Sow. Across the country this morning, there is a stillness that only it can bring. It is the stillness that follows a month of discipline, restraint, and spiritual renewal. But what is the meaning of this sacred day? It is a day of gratitude, forgiveness, and reconnection. A day when families gather, communities rediscover the bonds that hold us together. Over the next hour or so, we will explore the spiritual depth of Korite and the lessons of Ramadan. And to help us do that, we have come to a man who understands the soul of this day, its rituals, its emotions, and its place in our national life. So settle in as we take this journey together with Imam Alhaji Baba Leigh of Kanifing Estate Mosque, who has been very kind to us and welcomed us to his home, not far from the mosque where he leads prayers. This is not Imam Babali's first time discussing it on Coffee Time. He is a frequent guest of the editor and producer, that is Peter Gomez, on whose behalf I sit here. Imam, thanks for having us for this very important conversation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sow. I really appreciate it. And as you just opened the discussion or the conversation, you have already said it. If we are approaching Idul Fitr, in between you have a day called Laylatul Qadr, the night of power or the night of authority, whatever translation or interpretation you give it, is the night of all decisions, divine decisions are decided. That's why it's called Laylatul Qadr. And coming out from 20-something days of fasting, and dry fasting for that matter, no water, no food, no so many pleasures, if a human being with his weakness is able to battle all these days, that human being deserves to celebrate. So Eid is not only to renew our connections as human beings, as believers, but it is also to renew our appreciation of the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He who empowered us and He who gave us the ways and the means to survive all these years, including this particular important month. And we strongly believe we have done what is expected of any good worshipper, any good Muslim. And interestingly enough, again, we are in the Gambia, and our faith encourages us to be generous all time long, especially during Ramadan, to empathize with those who cannot provide anything for their table. That's why those who are better off are asked to remember those who are less privileged. It's a month that everybody should be active in terms of worshiping, both day and night, in terms of building human relationship, in terms of developing the capacity of your tolerance to be able to tolerate each other. Mm-hmm. It is a very interesting month. And at the same time, Muslims are expected to be more, selfless as far as country is concerned, as far as religion is concerned. Thank you, Mr. Sow.
Yes. Just before we get into the question of Idul Fitr, let's go back to a few weeks ago where it all began. That is 18 February. Not only was it the day of our independent anniversary, but it was also so both Muslims and Christians of the nation begin their annual fast. How significant is this coincidence?
Well, it is not coincident as far as I'm concerned, but it has a purpose. And it has a lesson that we should learn, all of us. No Muslim question the prophecy and the gift of Nabiullah Isa and his position in Islam. In fact, his mother's name is named after a whole surah, Surah Maryam. And Nabiullah Isa is mentioned in the Holy Quran more than any other prophet. Likewise, the mother. So you will see, if the calendars come together, we begin together Ramadan, they begin their Lent, is it you call it?
Coincidences.
No. The month of Lent. The month of Lent, they also fast with us. That we should learn from there. We should be more united to be one as believers, to be one as worshippers, to be one as people working for peace. Because religion is all about peace. Any religion that fails to provide peace for its people is not the right one. Or the people are not doing the right thing. It's either or. If Muslims follow their religion to the letter, peace will be abundantly in the world. If Christians follow their religion likewise, especially knowing, reading so many things about Nabiullah Isa, how peaceful he was, how much he encouraged his people to work for peace, do peace, and build bridge of peace. So really, during this period, we should try to continue keeping that peace for our country, keeping that peace for our nation, for our neighbors. Because you will see even Islam, it's called peace. Islam means peace. And if we believe on what we claim to be, we will be peaceful, and our community will be peaceful, and our country will be peaceful. And apart from that, the Lent and the Ramadan, I congratulate everybody that we are far in it now. It's almost approaching the end. Thank you, Mr. So.
Yes, let's come to now to the meaning of the day, Eid itself. For many Gambians, it is not just a celebration, but a deep spiritual moment. What, in your view, is the core meaning of it after a month of fasting, restraint, and reflection?
Eid, as a name, means feast. But it's far deeper than celebration alone. During the Eid, the Holy Prophet used to preach his people and his congregation to be remembering those who are behind bars. They are part of our community. And nobody knows when you are going there, God forbid. And it's important to remember those in bed of sickness. Some are in bed of dying. They're about to leave this world. That is it. And to remember the young ones that are living with us and they lost their parents, they are orphans. And their parents used to be very caring for them during this day. So we are asked to be sympathetic and empathize with those ones and help them. And we are urged by Islam to make sure our families, our neighbors are very much comfortable and they feel safe with us and be safe when they stay with us. And not only that, but all Muslims are advised to visit the hospitals, the sick people in their homes, to remember those in hardness, like what is happening right now in Iran, happening all over the world, killing, life become like flight. Nobody respects human life, which is very important. So that is it, and you cannot overemphasize how important it is. And you are also asked to double up your effort to worship the Almighty and to praise the Almighty, because He deserves it. He deserves to be praised. He has provided everything for us. Thank you.
It is also often described as a day of forgiveness and reconciliation. How central is this to the way Gambians observe the day, both within families and across communities?
Actually, it is a day of forgiveness As you always see when Ramadan comes, Muslims call each other and beg for forgiveness, and at the end they beg for the forgiveness of the Almighty Allah, and is for reconciliation, all what is past and is not the best of our interest, we try to regret it and try to maintain our relationship, and at the same time to visit each other. All are connections that we are asked to renew in this particular day. Yeah.
Eid prayers is one of the largest gatherings of the year. Beyond rituals or tradition itself, what does the next moment of unity mean for us as a nation?
Yes, it's the biggest gathering of the Muslim Ummah. That's why they normally perform it out of the mosque. If you have a big field, open space, imams are advised to call their congregation there and perform the 2 units, meaning 2 rakats of prayers, and then deliver the sermon. And imams are advised to deliver sermons that are very much in line with the happenings of the society. Because khutbah is not only to narrate history, it's to know what is going on in our society. What is the illness and the weakness of our society? Try to address it. To give you an example, if you are to give out sermons today, you cannot give out a perfect sermon without mentioning this Barcelona-Barzakh syndrome, this Bagwe syndrome, because it's completely finishing our youth age. They are all dying. Some are dying in the desert, some in the sea, some on their way going. It must be addressed by religious people, by politicians, by traditionalists, because really the country is losing a lot. Because a country cannot be developed without its youth. The elderly people like us, we are retired. We don't have anything to contribute now, only to consume. So if a country have nothing to contribute, only to consume, that country will never go. And if you look at the Gambia today, and 10 years back, there's a great hope. If the youth knows the world how I know it, there's no better place than your country. Wherever you go, no matter what you have there, you are just a simple foreigner. Even if you have their nationality, their citizenship, you are not the first-class citizen. So really, all imam sermons should touch those ones. And we are in election year too. We should also preach that we are in election year. We must avoid hate speeches, especially during the position of an imam or a priest or a pastor or whoever he may be in his pulpits. Because that pulpits, you are expected only to preach what unites us, what brings us together, not what cultivates hatred between us, not what discriminates us, not what sets us back as a nation.
Now,
okay, go ahead.
Let's talk about Zakatul al-Fitr, is compulsory act of giving before the Eid prayers. How does this tradition shape the spirit of solidarity and compassion in Gambian societies?
Actually, Zakatul Fitr is to make those who cannot provide it enjoy the day of the Fitr, the day of the feast itself. Because you understand, there are some families, they don't have the means to provide good food during the prayer itself. So that's why you are ought to give it out 2 days before the Eid or a day before the Eid, and not later than the Eid itself. That's why the Holy Prophet said, if you give it out 2 days before the Eid, it's an accepted charity that the Almighty will accept. Day after, fine. But when you late to give it out, till after you perform your prayers, it's just like any other charity that you give out. If Allah will accept it, He will not accept it. So it is important, and all worshippers are urged and advised to give it out. And when they are giving it out, let them give a quality one. For instance, people like Dembajao, when it comes to their food, they take Uncle Ben's, good rice, quality rice, good food. But when it comes to Zakat al-Fitr, they give out American rice, very low grade rice. That's not Islamic. What is Islamic is whatever you are giving, give the best. Give people things that you know if it is given to you, you will appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, it brings families together in ways that feel different from ordinary days. What role does this day play in strengthening family ties and community cohesion?
All those things are in the gift of Islam. Because Islam don't want us to break our relationship. Now, almost a month, I haven't visited some neighbors here. That's why during the Eid, it is recommended, and the blessing is multiplied for you to visit your neighbors. That's why the young ones call it salibo. Salibo that they give out because of your prayers. They will go for their salibos, they visit their aunts and their parents and their relatives and extended family members. But I have to say something here which is very important. We need to care our families. Nowadays, what is a salibo and what it is today is different. Now our young ones, all what they talk about the beach, Sunday beach, Tobaski beach, Korite beach. All our young ones, small girls and boys, go to the beach. The beach is not a playing ground for children. It's dangerous. Not only is dangerous, but because of its tempting also, one can lose his life there. So what I'm advising, let's go back to as our parents used to do for us. For us when we were kids, if we are going for salibo, our mother will give us a list. Go to your aunt place, go to Yakumba place, go to your uncle Imam Omar Jaiti place, and then you go and visit those people. They know you. When you come, they know this is Baba Leigh, Imam Makhtar Lee's son. You understand? Unlike today, you young ones are just going like bunch of sheep, knocking people doors. Not a salibo. Dama ñew pour salibo. Koy salibo xamul la xamuloko. That was not the purpose. So we need to regularize it and put it to the right perspective of it. Mr. So.
Now, as the Gambia modernizes and lifestyle change, how do we preserve the spiritual meaning of it so that it remains more than just a holiday?
Well, I believe the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserved it already. Nobody can disturb it. That's why in the Holy Quran, Allah is saying, Inna nahnu nazzalna zikr wa inna lahu lahafizun. We are the one who descend this deen, and we are the one to preserve it. If it also be preserved by human beings, it's gone, long time. But because it is preserved by Allah, every Eid, you will think this is the first time. That the way it is preserved by the Almighty Allah.
Absolutely.
Our duty is just to try to imitate the Prophet.
What message should imams like yourself be emphasizing today and throughout a year when Gambia will be heading to the polls in the presidential elections?
I addressed that already. All what we have, the message imams have, and not only during the election, and even after election and before election, is peace, peace, and peace. Because without peace, our mosques will be empty. Our churches will be empty. Our markets will be empty. Just look at what is happening in Sudan. There's no mosque there to be filled up. Because there is the absence of peace. There are markets likewise. What is happening in Gaza? What is happening in Tehran today? You all have seen it. So really, the role of any religious person, being an imam or priest or whatever, is to preach peace and do peace and work for peace. Try to unite his people.
Now, just finally, what message would you like to share with Gambians as they mark this sacred day?
Well, just to say thank you very much. Thank you to all Gambians, including our executives, the president and his ministers, our authorities, our traditional leaders. They've been very supportive. They've been very supportive this Ramadan. And the organizations, we all have seen what is happening on the TV, on TVs. We have seen AfriCell, QCell, how many bags of rice, how many madrasas and daras they are supporting for their feeding. And I'm praying even the West Coast to reach that level also, to be buying tons of rice and giving it out during Ramadan. And it's possible.
Sure.
You see, generosity will never reduce your wealth. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "As-sadaqatul Muslim la yanqusu malahu." A charity of a Muslim will never reduce his wealth. So really, my message is just to register my appreciation to all the institutions in this country, plus embassies, even China. China itself have given sadaqah to Muslims to help themselves. Qatar embassy, Moroccan embassy, institutions. Some give it out through Supreme Islamic Council. And Supreme Islamic Council have distributed to the deserved, to those who are in need. This is a great blessing. I'm telling you today, there are people keeping over 20 bags of rice in their houses. So for almost 1 year, they will not need rice.
Sure.
So really, that generosity is the wealth and the resources of our country. We used to say Gambia is a poor country. But any Gambian you see, he's smiling. He's not suffering because we are contented. The little thing we have, we share it. Let's encourage that attitude. Let's encourage that behavior in ourselves. Because this wealth, we were not born with it and will never demise with it. We'll leave it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Imam,